Hello students, welcome you all on YourPedia panel. So this side Aman sir with me, Mukesh sir this side, and today we are going to discuss the students have a confusion regarding the skill test in IB exam, right? So we are here, we are the mentor of CSE department, and many of the students already like having a confusion like what type of question they ask in your IB exam, the skill test exam. So my dear students, first of all we have to understand like why the like IB exam in IB department are taking an exam of skill test. And as you know that each and every stream, almost all the engineering streams are there, like CSE, electronics, electrical, mechanical, civil, and all this stuff. Fine. So why, like, what type of question they may ask from their respective streams? So if I talk about the computer science branch specifically, because we are the mentors of computer science department. So in this video, we are going to discuss what type of question they may ask in your skill test exam. See, my dear student, listen carefully. So, what is the role and responsibility you are going to face in IB department? Fine. It may be related to data analysis. It may be related to like security. It may be related to networking. It may be related to deciphering the code, or it may be related to managing the all the data set, all the websites, or making a good app or web development type stuff. Fine, my dear students. So as a computer science students, like the main area we can say like the your technical skills, your questions related to cyber security, your basics, your like data analysis part, automation part, or general situation based question, psychological question, and all this stuff. So my dear students, with me Aman sir is there, and here sir Aman sir, what type of question they may ask in the skill test, sir?
So
Mainly for the CSC department,
yes,
sir.
so I think the most of the work will be related to the data. So
Right.
you will be handling a lot of type of data. So first thing, if we see according to the data, so when you store a data, what you require? You require data structures. After that, let's say that you have stored the data. After that, after storing that data, you have to get the good output from that data, extracting the features from that data. So that will come under database management, or you can say your data analytics. After that, that data is also very confidential. So there may be a type of data security, that how do you secure that data. Now someone can try to infiltrate your system and get that data. So for that you need cyber security. So these are the some of the parameters that they will look into, that if they are selecting any
CSC background.
any CSE background student, then student must be good with data structures, database, data analytics, your cyber security, and your networking also. So let's
Right,
see.
sir.
So first is let's say, so technical question. So in this technical aspect, if we talk about programming and data structure, they can ask about data structure, how to store the data, different types of algorithms, in which what will come, how to search the data, how to efficiently search any type of data, how to sort the data, various algorithms that are used to sort the data. After that, data structure, tree data structure, graph data structure, linked list, hashing. Like if you have been given a data type of data, which best data structure is suitable for that type of data, so that when you try to search something and when you try to extract something, it can be done in a least amount of time and it can be done very efficiently. So after that, there regarding these algorithms and data structures, there will be coding challenges also. So if you look at the some of the examples that they can ask, some of the example questions. So these are: write a Python code to find the factorial of a number, explain the differences between an array and linked list. These are two different data structures, so you must know what is the difference between array and linked list, how these two data structures store the element, how you get the element from that these data structures, what when would you use one over the other, implement a sorting algorithm. So as I mentioned earlier also, that sorting and searching is very important.
Even sir, I want to say that as a computer science student, you have to know the each and applications, advantage, disadvantage, real-time applications of each and every data structure, sir, including the algorithms, including a searching, sorting algorithm. I think as a computer science student, these are the basics of the core subject like data structure and algorithm. So you have to know the basics of all these subjects. Next, next, what type, from which domain they may ask the question, sir? Yeah. If I talk about the cyber security, as you know, you are already going to like join IB as a like IT, I can say technical officer. So cyber security, the most important concern or the most important subject is the cyber security. In cyber security, you may expect the question related to the different algorithm, different type of attacks, how you can handle those attacks, different type of algorithms, and like what type of securities we have, or how anyone can like what are the main measures you have to follow while following the network security and all this stuff.
So if you
So
are also if you are studying cyber security, encryption and decryption models, you also
yes,
have to
yeah,
study, such
right,
as
sir.
RSA,
Right.
your private key, public key. This information
These
you
are the
also.
basic terminology which we are frequently use in our cyber security concept. So I think these are the most important topics. Here you can see some of the standard examples. They may ask you the question related to the basics like the firewall, what the firewall is, what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS, what are the like recently we are going to use like Bluetooth, or I can say the WhatsApp. So what type of protocol they are following, like if I talk about like the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. So all these are the important concerns. Here the encryption algorithm, different type of algorithm, how we can protect the sensitive data. So these are, I can say, the most important or the relevant question which you may face from the subject of cyber security. So you have to prepare cyber security because this is the most important concern regarding IB.
So one thing I want to add, if you want to see what are like there are many type of cyber attacks possible, and there are
Right.
many types of vulnerabilities possible in them.
Right.
So in order to select that which are the most important, so you can go to OWASP 10. OWASP is the organization which releases top 10 cyber threats after 2 or 3 years, and they are upgraded depending on the types of attack that was going on in the in your system. So OWASP 10 you can study. OWASP 10 will give you top 10 threats that there are, and they are very important, and they can be surely asked in the exam if they are asking about cyber security.
Right, sir. What next domain may be, sir?
So next is data analysis. Now in this data mining and analysis, insights from large data sets and data visualization. So what we do here is, let's say that you have a given set of data, so you have to extract some features from that data, that which of the features are most used or most important in them, and which of the features are not that much used. Let's say that you have a data set of where you have information about housing. So if your house has a pool, it will have 1000 rupees price. If your house does not have a pool, it is having 900 price. But if your house does not have a kitchen, it is having 500 price. So kitchen is the more important feature that you need to extract from that data. This is just take it as an example. So kitchen will be more useful than pool. So pool is not necessary. So these type of features that you have to extract, and using that extraction technique, you have to make use of the data in a very efficient way. So this
Right,
is
so
what
I think, sir, even though they can also like make a situation like some like from the past 10 years, these type of mainly attacks are going to happen, and what are the losses we are suffer. So we have a data set, and we have to analyze or conclude the data sets, because as the technologies grows, like we can say like the technology war is going on. So it's very important, like this data analysis part, I can say it's very important after cyber security.
So these are some of the questions. What is the purpose of data normalization in relational database? So DBMS is used here. How would you use data visualization to represent trends in website traffic over time? Explain the concept of outlier detection in data analysis. So features that I was talking about. So these are some important things or some examples of the question that they can ask. From these questions you can relate what type of questions they will be going to ask you, and what are the topics that you need to cover in order to cover this data analysis topic.
Yeah, even always whenever you are trying to go with the data analysis part, try to make the questions related to your own field. Like if we are going with the intelligence bureau field, so what type of question they may ask? They may ask question related to the recent, I can say the like the they may ask the questions related to, I can say intelligence purpose, like intelligence agencies, what they are going to use the data set and what type of features they have. Now they may ask you how you can detect or how you can conclude, or what type of conclusion you can make from the given data set. They may ask a practical situation question again. So be ready with all the following steps, following the algorithm, what type of procedure we have to follow while applying the data analysis model. So the next important part, again I can say cryptography, because as a IB officer, Cryptography is very important, again I can say, because you have to cipher the code, decipher the code, again you have to see the patterns, what type of pattern related to text, numericals, or pattern related to secret codes. So again, what type of algorithm we are going to use during the cryptography. So cryptography, cyber security, data analysis part, basics of algorithm, or I can say the computer science branch like data structure and algorithm, these are some of the important domain which you have to prepare.
So you have to also, I want to add, so you have to study about the different type of keys, public keys, private keys, different this cryptographic algorithms such as Caesar's cryptography, and after that you have RSA, and there are much more algorithms like this.
Diffie-Hellman or all these stuff, sir. Yes, sir. So here these are some of the important, or I can say some of the questions you can relate. So these are the basic question you can say, and even you can expect only the basic question, but you have to find out when to use which type of protocols, when to use which type of algorithm. That is the most important part. If you know when to use public key cryptography, when to use private key cryptography, when to use symmetric or asymmetric algorithms, so these are the most important concerns. So you have to be focused on those areas, my dear students.
Also they will sometimes they can give you an real life example where two of the topics will be combined. Let's say here explain the process of hashing in cryptography.
Right.
So you need to understand the concept of hashing which you study in data structure. After that, how it is applied in cryptography. After hashing, there is a concept called salting. So you add a salt to the hash. So hash value, which will ensure the security of, which will
enhance the security,
enhance the security of your model.
Right,
so these are the things which they can give you, in which you have to apply concept of one topic and concept of other topic, and then you have to merge them in order to get the best output and efficient result in that.
Even I can add one more thing, sir. Even like if I talk about the recent tech like artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, and all these stuff. So my dear students, if you have a time, so please be ready with the basics of all this stuff also, because these are the most important areas, or the recent areas where you have to like work on. Fine. So please be aware with all the basic terminologies of all these subject also. So moving towards the, yes, that's the important factors. Again, important domain, the logical and analytical reasoning, where you can face the problem related to, maybe they will put some I can say the real life example, or the situational based question, where you have to use your mind, you have to use the logics, you have to give a proper reasoning, what you have to do, what type of approach you have to follow. So these are again the important areas. You can see the questions like, what, like if the conflicting occurs during the reports, how you can resolve those conflicts, and if I go with the what type of different approaches during the threat you can follow. So these are the, I can say, the logical or reasoning based questions. So you cannot be biased with the one side, you have to give the proper logic for that particular questions. So I think
this is enough. We have covered most of the topics that they can ask you, that is related to your course stream, and also are also used in the real world, and will be these skills will be required if you are selected as an for this post. So these are the topics, and you can cover these topics, and after that you can try to relate these topics with each other in order to get the more real-time understanding of these topics.
Yeah, right, sir, right, sir. So if you have still any query, you can post your queries, or you can contact to YourPedia platform. So we will always welcome you. Thank you so much, dear students.